Okay, so came up with the idea yesterday on our stupid Facebook rant about telling you guys a story about the time I went AWOL, or in the Marine Corps we call it UA. AWOL stands for absent without leave in the Army and the Air Force, and in the Navy and Marine Corps, UA stands for unauthorized absence. So, a little bit of background on the story. When I was a fucking boot, back in 2000 and 2001, I had this squad leader named Corporal Flannary, and he was, to me, he was a real piece of shit. And I pretty much modeled my entire leadership style off of trying not to be like him. This guy rode my ass about everything. He hates the shit out of me. I think anybody who watches this video that knows me from back in the day, they'll probably tell you, yeah, dude, Mario got fucked with. I wasn't a great Marine, but I wasn't getting in trouble. I never backtalked to anybody. I tried to be respectful. I did try to do the right things, but it was never good enough. And, as a leader, that's a good expectation to have on your Marines or your people that you lead. But making things never good enough, it also hurts. It breaks them down, because when they do a good job, or they do their best, and the job gets done, to tell them that they're still a piece of shit, literally or through your actions, that's no good. So this guy treated me like shit for a long time. I got promoted to Lance Corporal, E3, February 1st, 2001. We were up at PTA, which is the Puhokaloa training area on the Big Island. It's the fucking moon, essentially, or Mars. It's a horrible, terrible, terrible place. So I got promoted, right? And it was a bad field experience for me, especially with Flannary. Like, he was finding everything he could to fuck with me. I made some mistakes, but I always think that he went overboard in how he handled those things. Because then I never knew what to do. And when you stifle your Marines or your people's initiative because of fear of pissing you off, you become an ineffective leader. So this guy was riding my ass, and it got to the point where I brought back a couple of rounds from the field, and I was planning to blow this dude's head off, because I just couldn't take it anymore. I literally couldn't take it anymore. So one day we were cleaning our weapons in the hooch, which is the little fucking Quonset hut that we lived in, and we were cleaning weapons. He was giving me more shit about everything, and I pulled out the round out of my pocket and I put it into the chamber of my rifle through the ejection port. I fucking sent the bolt home. And my team leader and another team leader, my team leader, Lance Corporal Ortiz, and the other team leader, Lance Corporal Nye, these two guys saw what I was going to do. They knew what I was going to do. They knew who I was going to shoot, because the guy was a piece of shit. And I think they probably realized, hey, he's a fucking, not a bad Marine, but he gets fucking shit on a lot. So Ortiz comes up to me. He's like, Avali, we need to go outside. I need to talk to you about something. And I'm like, no, Lance Corporal, I'm not going anywhere. I need to clean my weapon. I need to stay here. And he's like, no, motherfucker, you need to come with me right now. Him and Nye both grabbed me up, and they took me out. And they convinced me to fucking not kill Flannary, because, like Nye was saying, he's like, dude, you can kill Flannary. He's like, I don't even care. I'd love for you to kill Flannary. I'll take a spot as squad leader, because he was the next senior guy. But he's like, dude, you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. Your life is going to be ruined, and you're going to let this piece of shit win. Even though you kill him, he's still winning, because he's ruining your life forever. For some reason, that made sense to me. And so, I took the rounds and I chucked them out into the back. You guys remember that trail that all you old dogs, you guys remember that trail that we used to walk out from the back of the camp, the top where the hill was, and we would take that long ass fucking dirt road all the way down to fucking the ranges, way the fuck out there. That's not there anymore, actually. That's a fucking paved road, and you're not allowed to walk anywhere outside of base camp now. The only place you're allowed to march is on Range Road. You know, remember there was like Range 1 to 10B or something like that. That's the only place you're allowed to do foot marches anymore. You have to be driven out to the ranges. Anyway, so February 1st, 2001 is pretty much one of the worst days of my life. It was one of the worst days of my life. Probably the worst day of my life up until like fucking February or March. Yeah, March of this year. Anyway, so I was done. I'd given up. I was like, okay, I'm not going to kill this bitch, but I'm going to get fucking pre-deployment leave when we get back. And I'm not coming back. I'm not. We get back from PTA. I go on my pre-deployment leave. I try to convince my mom to not make me go back. And no, she made sure I got on the fucking airplane. And flew a Delta Airlines flight back to Hawaii. We landed, and I got off the airplane. I didn't call the command to tell them that I was back, and I went and I checked into a hotel. Now, mind you, I'm a fucking brand new Lance Corporal back in 2001, and I was making like $700 a paycheck. Maybe, yeah, I was making $700 a paycheck. I had already spent probably 500 of that at home on leave, and I came back with about $250. So I checked myself into this shitty hotel down in Waikiki, and the room for one night cost me $175. And in desperation, I'm like, that'll work. I just need some place to stay until I clear my head and I make up my mind on where I'm going to live, because I'm not going back to base. Anyway, so I check out of the hotel room, and I realized that it was going to cost more money, so I ended up having about $25 when I got out of the hotel that next morning. $25, and I'm not going back to base. So I took all my shit that was in my sea bag, I threw it in a dumpster. It had all of my civilian clothes that I'd taken home. I mean, it was full. That pig was fucking full like a sausage. I threw that bitch in a dumpster. And I was like, well, I have my guitar. I'm going to go sit down on the fucking strip and try to make some money. I think after like 4 or 5 hours of sitting there on the curb, I fucking made like $3. So I had about $28. I went to McDonald's and bought myself double quarter pounder with cheese, the fries, and the drink, and that cost about, what was that, probably like $5. So I spent all the money that I had made that day on one meal. And, just continued to hang out on the strip, went down to the beach, checked out all the girls that were walking around. Nightfall came. I had no money, obviously. Where the fuck am I going to sleep? So I walked down to where the Halikoa Hotel is, which is a military hotel here on base, or here on the island. Oh, my hair's all fucked up. I woke up like this. And I fell asleep in some bushes. They have these big bush fucking things everywhere. So I fell asleep in the bushes. I stayed there for the night until the sprinklers came on at like 4 in the morning. They woke me up. I was all wet. I got up. And I went back to Waikiki, which is just down the way. I went back to Waikiki, sat on some fucking bus bench, and I stayed there all day. And then I ended up walking down to the pavilion, which is at the other end of the beach, and there was all these fucking homeless guys just sitting there gathered up, playing their ukuleles and singing, smoking meth. And I sat down with them and we talked, and I told them what was up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, that's fucked up, bro. You don't need to go back." I'm like, "No, fuck, I know I'm not going back." I was like, "Where do I get some food?" He's like, the guys were telling me, "Oh, you know what we do is we wait until at night when the restaurants throw away all the food in the dumpster, and you can go and you can get all that food, and it's free." And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's a good fucking idea." So now I just gotta wait all night until the night so I can go get some food. But I was thirsty. I had no water, so I went and I found a fucking water fountain. And it turned out to be next to a bathroom that was on the beach. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna sleep here tonight because of fucking sleeping in the bushes, getting woke up at 4 in the morning from the fucking sprinkler suck balls. So the day passed, hanging out with those fucking homeless dudes. When nighttime came, and I started prowling around in the alleyways, waiting for people to throw away food. Well, all the other homeless guys were waiting for people to throw away food, and they had like their little, they have their fucking rank structure, they have their fucking seniority, and I was the fucking boot again. So, I could have cut in line. I had to suck somebody's dick, and I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't that hungry yet. I mean, I was pretty fucking hungry, but I wasn't gonna suck dick to get in front of the line. To eat out of a dumpster, because that seemed like a bad deal. I really didn't want to get AIDS or suck dick. So, I waited. By the time it was my turn, I think I had like a couple of handfuls of like some rice and gravy, and that was it. So, obviously I'm still pretty hungry, but I'm like, fuck it, man. Hey, I got some food. I know where I'm going to go sleep. So I go and I head back down to the beach, and I crash in the stall, the handicap stall, which is nice and big and roomy. The floor wasn't covered in piss, I don't think. And so I'm sleeping in there. I fall asleep. It's probably like 11 or so, and then the cops come around and they do their nightly checks. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they did their nightly checks. So, the cop comes in. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!" Shining his light in my face. Oh God. But yeah, so I got kicked out of the fucking bathroom. So now where am I gonna go to bed? I don't know. Fuck, man. So I go and I crash on a fucking bus stop bench, and people are fucking coming by and talking shit. I think somebody gave me $1. I was like, pretty sweet, man. I can go get some water now. And I didn't get any sleep that night. I'm just walking around the strip. I don't know. And so the next day comes, and I go back. I hang out with my buddies at the pavilion. We're talking, sharing stories, and they finally asked me, "So why are you out here? What happened?" And I'm like, "Oh, I am in the military." I didn't tell them that before. I just told them I had a boss that treated me like shit. And I fucking didn't want to go back. But I told them I was in the military, and they're like, "Oh, hey, bro, you're gonna get in trouble. You need to go back." I went UA. I was in the Navy. I went UA. I've been out here for 25 years. You're gonna get in trouble if you get caught. And I'm like, fuck. But I wasn't ready to go back. I wasn't ready. I still had my resolve. I was gonna be homeless for the rest of my life, and not go back to the Marine Corps, so not have to fucking be around that douchebag Flannary. So, spent the next day out there. The days are pretty uneventful for a bum. Like, you really don't do much during the day because you ain't got no money, you ain't got no job, so you just sit around and be a bum. Always just sat out there. They smoked their ice. And I think what's going on at this point is the command probably called my house to wonder where the fuck is Avali, because he was supposed to be here 2 days ago and he's not here now. So they probably called my mom. My mom tells my first sergeant everything that was going on. I don't know this. So that's what's happening in the background, in fucking real life. So, let's see what happened then. This is a long time ago. This is the third day I'm out there. The day passes, and once again, return to the alleyway. Still not going to suck dick to get in front of the line. Got my fucking little handfuls of food. Which, the place I like to go to is, there's this sports bar that's up on it's on the second story. It's right there on the corner. I can't remember what it's called. I actually went there and drank there with my lieutenant after a parade that we did. And I was like, yeah, I remember this food. It was pretty good, even out of a dumpster. So, that night fucking sucked. I fell asleep on that same bus stop that I was at, but this time I didn't realize that I was infringing on some other bum's fucking territory. This dude wakes me up by kicking me in the fucking mouth. And so I don't know how he didn't bust in. I mean, I got fucked out of teeth, but he didn't bust any of my teeth, but he kicked me in the face pretty hard. And, he's fucking screaming, "This is my fucking bench! Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch! Get out of here! This is my fucking bench!" And this dude was like a hardcore bum. Like, he had his, like, Vietnam veteran fucking shit. He had a good solid beard going on. He looked like fucking Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump. He wasn't in a wheelchair. Obviously, he wouldn't have kicked me if he was in a wheelchair. But, yeah, dude scared the fuck out of me. Like, he had meth mouth and everything. It was pretty fucking solid. Dude played the game pretty good. So, I'm trying to run off, right? But this bitch fucking starts chasing after me. And I could have swore to God he had a fucking knife. So, I'm fucking running. And I'm getting scared the fuck. So, I start fucking screaming, "Get the fuck away from me, motherfucker! Get the fuck away from me!" Well, some fucking other guy sees me getting chased. And so he starts chasing me. So they're like a fucking pack of dogs chasing after a cat or some shit. So, for some reason, I got the bright idea to go and run into the lobby of one of the hotels. And the guys who were in Hawaii, remember Lions and the Cellar? That hotel that's right across the street from the Cellar? I ran into that one. And, I run up and I'm like, "These guys are fucking chasing me, help me." Well, they call the cops. They call the fucking cops. And, the cops end up asking me who the fuck I am. I'm like, "Oh, I'm in the military. Here's my ID. I'm out here on Liberty. And these guys are fucking chasing me." And meanwhile, the fucking bum is telling the cops the truth. He's like, "Hey, this motherfucker was sleeping on my park bench. And that's my motherfucking bench." He's kind of crazy. "That's my motherfucking bench. And I'm going to fucking kill this bitch. He doesn't fucking deserve to sleep on my fucking bench. I fought for that fucking bench." And I'm just like, "No, man, I'm out here on Liberty." Telling the cops, "I'm out here on Liberty." Well, anyway, the fucking cops, they didn't arrest me. I guess because really I wasn't doing anything wrong. But they do give me a ride back to base. And, yeah, they give me a ride back to base. They drop me off with PMO up at the front gate. PMO calls my fucking first sergeant. And first sergeant picks me up. And he doesn't say anything. He's just like, "Get in the fucking car." And, God, what was our first sergeant's name back then? I don't remember. He was a good guy. We had Major Langford, Captain Langford, Captain America. You guys remember that guy. But anyway, he gets me in his car, and he takes me to the barracks. Tells me, "I'm gonna fucking talk to you tomorrow, Volley. And, you stand the fuck by." And I'm like, "I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm going to the brig. I'm gonna be in jail for the rest of my fucking life. I should have just shot Flannary and been in the jail for the rest of my fucking life." I think that the next thing that happened was he made me call my mom, tell her I was alive. And then he sits me down in his office and he tells me, he's like, "Look, I fucking know what's going on with you and Flannary. I'm fucking taking you out of his squad. He's not going to be your fucking squad leader anymore." He's like, "Why didn't you fucking tell me what was going on? Why didn't you fucking say something? You know this shit's not allowed. You know hazing's not fucking allowed." He's like, "If you had done something, if you had said something, I could have fucking burned his ass." Because I guess the first sergeant fucking hated Flannary. Like, because I guess Flannary was a kind of a turd when he was a boot. Kind of like me. And he fucking hated Flannary. But he's like, "Since you didn't fucking say anything, I can't fucking do anything about it." He's like, "So I'm taking you out of Flannery's squad. I'm putting you in some other squad." I can't remember who other squad I went to. Maybe you guys remember. I don't remember. Was it Cartagena's? Did we have Cartagena back when we were like boots? I don't remember. But all that happened to me was I got a page 11, which is like a written reprimand. I didn't get NJP'd, nothing. And so that was my homeless experience. Obviously, I'm probably missing a lot of details. It's been 14 years since that happened, but I just wanted to share that little experience that I had. It was 3 or 4 days of just like, I don't know. I'm lucky I had that experience, because how many people can say they've been homeless and aren't still homeless, you know? So it's a fun story to tell. I remember telling my friend Matt in the car, and Olivia was in the car with me, and she just thought it was fucking... I don't think she could really comprehend what the fuck I was talking about. But yeah, I wanted to share this story. This one was a fun one. I have a lot of fun stories. I think the next video I post is going to be telling you guys about the time I got drugged and then almost raped. Not by the same people. So we'll revisit this, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to post these 2 videos, and I think I might tell the story about the drugging and raping. That one I remember pretty fucking good, except for, obviously the part where I got drugged. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.